Hello everyone, my name is Girish Nurti Bangare and today's date is 27th of July 2021 and today's video topic is multi-threading in detail. So before discussing about multi-threading, we discuss about a few terms that is used in the multi-threading. So first is thread. So basically when we execute a program, it is referred to as process, and this process is further divided into the sub-processes, and the thread is the smallest unit of the process, and every program or every process have the n numbers of sub process which can be executed parallelly by thread. When we uh, uh, when we when we uh, execute a program with the help of the two or more threads, it is called as multi-threading. Multi-threading is helps in the multitasking to perform various function parallelly by the threads. Next one is the life of the thread. So basically in the life of the thread there are various stages. For example, new state, runnable state, time waiting state, and block state, and terminate state. So we discuss each state in detail. So first is the new state. When we create a thread, before discussing about new thread, we discuss a few topics about the creation of the thread. There are two types. There are two ways. Sorry, there are two ways that we can create the thread by extending the our class to the thread class, and the next another method is by using a runnable interface. In these two methods, when we create the thread, it start in, and when we execute a program, it goes in the search of the run method, which is in the thread class of the runnable interface. So when we start the thread, goes in the search of start thread and execute the program further. So in case of new state, when you create when you it is the first state of the thread after being creation of the thread. When we create a thread object by use of the new operator, or which is enter in the new state, and in this state thread is not considered allowed. It is only created. We didn't start yet the thread one execution. So a thread keeps the new state until the JVM calls the start method. Once the JVM calls the start method, the thread leaves the new state and move to the another state. And the thread cannot move back to the new state after the calling the start method. The next when we JVM calls the start method, the thread goes to the runnable state. When JV invokes the start method, it goes to the runnable thread and move to the runnable state. Meanwhile, the control the transfer the thread scheduler to the finish its execution, and the thread scheduler decides whether to run the thread instantly or keep it in runnable thread pool before the it running state. So next state is the time waiting state, and time waiting state is the thread can move to the time. The runnable thread can move to the time waiting state for specific time interval. Meanwhile, the CPU picks the another thread that is ready to run and waiting for the CPU cycle. The next state is a waiting state. When we call a wait method, the given means the current running thread goes to the waiting state and gives the priority to the another thread. And there are various methods that we can there are various states that thread can goes to the waiting state, such as wait state, join state, and park method. And if there are two threads, T1 and T2, and T1 takes 1 hour to complete, and T2 requires the 10 seconds to complete its execution. So then T1 will be in running state and T2 will be in runnable state. So then we call the waiting method to move the cycle from T1 thread to the T2 thread. So T2 can complete its work in 10 seconds, then after T1 can complete its work. So the next state of the thread is the block state. When thread is a block state, it is not eligible to run, although the thread is considered to be alive, and runnable thread can be moved to the block state if the thread want to perform some operations. So this is about the thread life of the cycle. Then we move further about the methods of the thread life cycle. So the first method is sleep method. The sleep method is belong to the thread class. So when JVM execute when JVM execute the when we create the when the compiler execute the sleep method, it sleep the current actuating thread for certain period of time, and this method gives the input in milliseconds. For example, the real life example of the real life example of the sleep method is when we downloading the two files from the internet. The file one is in downloading state, and file 2 is run which is waiting for the server to connect. So but when we stop the downloading of the file 1, it will move the downloading of it moves the control from the file 1 to file 2, file 1 to the file 2. So then file 2 file 2 is start its downloading. So it is the one of the real-time example of the sleep method. So next one is start method and run method. When we create the thread to start the thread execution start when JVM calls the start method, and start method when the thread start, it goes in the search of run method and start its execution from the run method, and execute all the statement in the run method. So next one is the join method. Join method is used to pause the execution of the current thread until unless the specific thread is used. Suppose we have two threads T1 and T2, and we want to thread 2 should be executed after the thread 1. Then it can be achieved by using thread1 dot join method while thread 1 is executing while thread 1 is executing. The real life example of the join method is if we want to print some pages of the pages by the printer. When consider printer as a thread 1, but the printer is not ready to in ready state because there is a repairing work is going on, and which is the thread 2. So thread 1 can't complete its work until the thread 2 executed successfully. In case thread 2 should be executed completely before the thread 1. So this is the one of the real life example of the join method. So the next method is the IL method. The IL method gives the preference to the another thread which doing a critical work. For example, there are two threads T1 and T2, and T1 requires 10 minutes to complete. T1 requires 1 hour to complete this work, and T2 requires 5 minutes of work. If T2 is running, then thread 2 have to wait for the if T1 is running, then T2 thread have to wait for the 1 hour to complete for the successfully execution of the thread 1 work. So for this then IL method can be used to stop the execution of the current thread from certain stop the current to shift the running state of the thread 1 to the thread 2. So thread 2 can complete its work in 5 minutes, and then thread 2 can execute for 1 hour. So this is about the IL method. So next one is the wait method. The wait method is used to stop the current thread current thread from execution for a certain period of time, and the time will be unidentified or unspecified. Means when someone will notify, or when someone is notified to the that thread, until unless it will be in the waiting state. And for waking up the thread from the waiting state, there is another method, that is notify method. Notify method is used to wake up the all the waiting thread, all the waiting thread to wake up from the sleep, and start their execution. So this is all about the multi-threading. Thank you.